Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Look, I'm super excited. I'm fired up. I'm really pumped because the big question that has been on my client's mind is, how do I really attract my ideal client? How do I communicate with them in a way they understand that we solve a problem, but we share the same values? And more importantly, how do I really generate more cash flow, have more profits, and just have more time and freedom in my business? And we've cracked the code. And here's the answer. The answer is the number one skill that every business owner needs is really copywriting. Copywriting is the number one skill that holds most entrepreneurs back from really being able to communicate their message, whether it's over video, whether it's through email, whether it's through a text message, whether it's through a MasterClass, whether it's, well, we're not really one-to-one again, but I guess some places we are one-to-one again, or maybe it's over the phone or through a Zoom. And so I've decided for the very first time to pull back the black curtain. And I decided to reach into my treasure chest of secrets and unleash for the first time ever the 5-step formula to selling anything without opening your mouth. Let me say it again. The 5-step formula to selling anything without opening your mouth. And you can go ahead, you can join this masterclass. It's my gift to you. You can go over to www.thecopywritingmasterclass.com. Again, thecopywritingmasterclass.com. Look, I'm having a conversation and I'm speaking to one of my clients. And this was just recently. Now, we're on a Zoom, so I'm looking at them, they're looking at me. We're having this conversation. And she says to me, Shay, I need to know really, what is the one skill, the one area that you just think I should focus on? Now, she had a lot of stuff going on. She's got a membership portal going over here. She has something cool happening over there. And then she's also trying to write this book over here. But yes, she's speaking and getting her podcast and stuff going with Facebook and a lot of other things. And she said, there's all this activity, but I feel like I'm missing something. So I asked this question, and I'm going to ask the question to you. Do you have activity, or do you have movement? Let me say it again. Do you have activity, a whole lot of stuff going on and it's happening, or do you have movement? You're steadily progressing towards and realizing your goal. And I said, look, you need to stop. And you can do all of this, but everything you're doing out here, there's one common denominator. And that one common denominator is copywriting, the words that you are using. Now, let me tell you why, and it was shared to me by my mentor, Dr. Donald J. Moyne, probably one of the baddest copywriters in the world. And I've had the pleasure of working with him. I've had the pleasure of being at his VIP event. I've had the pleasure of studying under him. And one of the things that I learned from him is just this one phrase, and jot this in your notes, and this is why I'm releasing the Copywriting Masterclass, and I'm going to give it. When I say give it, I'm going to give you everything I have to make sure you understand, you crack the code, and you're never held back because someone didn't write the copy for you. Someone didn't tell you exactly what to say. Someone didn't give you this message, but you understand at least how to do it, and you can hire people that can communicate. But here's what I shared. Put this in your notes. It comes from Dr. Moore, and he says this: your words can make you rich. Someone jot that down in your notes. Don't miss that point. Your words can make you rich. So Shay, copywriting is the number one skill that I should focus on? I said, yeah. And then the question was asked to me in another conversation of all of the skills that I've learned. Now this was on a podcast, okay? I'm being interviewed. I'm the guest there. I'm talking about how to build a 7-figure sales team. I'm talking about how to really grow their revenue. Like I'm into it. And the person stops me and asks a question. Shay, of all the skills that you've learned, what's the one skill that you've learned you feel has made the greatest impact on your business? The one skill? You got to be kidding me. I've probably read, I don't know how many books, 10,000 books between videos and audios. I'm probably up to 50,000 hours. I don't know what it is of just listening and watching and learning. And you want me to take one idea and boil it down to one idea? You've got to be kidding me. Like if I was to ask you right now, seriously, don't worry. I'm inviting you already. You already have an invitation. You can just look below the video. You can follow the instructions. Join me over at thecopywritingmasterclass.com. Again, the Copywriting Masterclass.com. It's going down. I'm teaching the 5-step formula to selling anything without opening your mouth. But that wasn't what I told this person. What I told this person is the most profitable idea I've ever learned. And I want you to think, what's the most profitable idea you've ever learned of all the business ideas you've learned, all your mentors, all your webinars, all your live events, all your coaching, all your consulting, all of your YouTube videos, all of these type of things. What's the one idea? How do you do that? Well, I'm blessed, and I gave this answer. The most profitable idea I've ever learned, I had to use that voice, was copywriting. It's getting better at what I say, when I say it, and how I say it. It's getting better at how I write and be able to communicate and understanding the formulas and the structures. They said, give me an example. I said, great. Most folks have no idea, let's say if you were writing a sales script. And we're going to teach this. And you're like, Shay, I got to have a closing sales script because I need a script, Shay. If I have a script, then I can train my team. If I have the words that I'm going to use, then I can have more confidence. If I know what I'm going to say, when I'm going to say it, and how I'm going to say it, I can adjust it. So Shay, I don't want to wing it. I don't want to shoot from the hip. I don't want to shoot from the lip. I don't want to try to be continuously, spontaneously brilliant. I want to know at least what I'm going to say or why I'm going to say it or base it on my signature selling style. And maybe that's you. So I said, well, there's 3 things that you can do. Now, I'm teaching the 5-step formula to selling anything without opening your mouth. You can come to that masterclass. Look, make sure you register now. You don't want to miss the Copywriting Masterclass.com. You don't want to miss that ever. But I gave this person 3-step formula. Now, this has nothing to do with what I'm going to teach, but I gave it to him. I said, step number 1, if you were trying to write your closing script, I would have your cell phone and I would put it out and I would go ahead and record you saying whatever you say when you get to the end of your presentation. That's called a baseline script. So your baseline script is whatever you say today. Now I know it's a little different here and there, but if I was to put a little person, I was to sit on your shoulder and I was to hear what you're saying, you say the same thing about the same way each and every time. So now we're capturing that. And that's your baseline script. And then we would take that baseline script, step number 1, we would get it transcribed. And then after we get it transcribed, step number 1 is we would reverse engineer the script. Reverse engineer means we're going to start with the end in mind and we're going to work backwards. So we say, look, based on what you said with these words, what's the last thing you want to happen? Well, I want them to buy. Got it. What do you want to happen right before that? I want them to know that I'm not a salesperson. What do you want to happen right before that? I want them to know that I really want to help them. What do you want to know right before that? Here's the benefit. What do you want them to know right before that? Here's the objection I know they have, but I'm going to answer now. What do you want to happen right before that? So we have this domino effect that we're doing, and that's called reverse engineering. Hear me. Step number 1, baseline. What are you saying today? Step number 2, reverse engineer. Now, this is why you want to be at the masterclass. This is why you don't want to miss the Copywriting Masterclass.com. You don't want to miss this. Here's why. Because the third thing we're going to do is we're going to persuasion engineer that script. Say that again, Shay. Break that thing down. Can you unpackage that for me? You said persuasion engineer the script. Yeah, we go into one section of the script, just one section. And we say, how can we make this section more powerful? How can we make it more persuasive? How can we share our values? How can we communicate using very specific neuro-linguistic sales language? Give me one example, Shay, if you can. Absolutely, I'd be happy to do that. I was on a coaching session just today, by the way, with a major organization. And we're working on the copywriting that's going to be doing to re-engage their existing base, to get them re-engaged, to get them back involved, because there's so much that's changing in this industry. And while we were there, I brought up an idea around tangible benefits and intangible benefits. And then I focused on what's called the consequences of not taking action. But I drilled down a little further and I said, look, we've got to do something here called future pacing. Now, this is a neuro-linguistic term, future pacing. And future pacing is when you take the person into the future and they see where they are before they get there. So we're going to draw the vision for where they're going. But it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. So if I'm selling cars, I might say something like, imagine that your neighbors are going to view you as a success when you arrive home in your brand new car. See, that is a very specific persuasion engineer technique that's used, that wrapped into the future pacing. But I said we don't stop there. We've got to now do a bridge back to our audience. We've got to let them know that maybe they feel a certain way that's connected to our core values. Maybe they're hearing something that they've been telling themselves. That's audio. And then we got to ask them, can they see where we're going and be a part of this journey? Now, I don't have time to break it down here. I spent a lot more time than I wanted to, but I wanted to tell you, when you show up at the copywritingmasterclass.com, don't show up to be entertained. Don't show up just to be inspired, although that's going to happen. Don't show up just to be like, I'm going to be empowered. I'm going to feel good. No, you or your team or your colleagues or your mastermind group, all of you show up because you recognize that the number one skill that every business owner needs is to understand copywriting. And copywriting's whole job is to pause the audience. Get them to think about the subconscious thoughts that are going on. And then the sales writers kind of come in and get them to take action. That's a little advanced. We'll talk about that around when you come to the Copywriting Masterclass. So I'm going to encourage you to be there. You're looking and thinking now, during this time, what are you going to do differently? You're looking and you're thinking and you're searching for, how are you going to come out of this bigger, better, bolder, stronger than ever before? And I'm telling you, the one skill that I've been focused on, and I was already trained in neuro-linguistic sales. I'm a neuro-linguistic sales practitioner, which is the study of language patterns and how it impacts the sales process. I'm already trained in that. But yet, I've been in the lab. And I've been looking at the problems of my clients. And they're having problems getting their website ready because they don't know what goes on it. They don't know how to even formulate the copy or what to ask the copywriters. They've been struggling with their Facebook ads because they're not sure what to say during their Facebook ads. They've been struggling with their campaign launches and their virtual summit launches because they're not sure what to put in the email messages, what to put in the text messages, what to put in their Facebook bot messages. They're just unsure. They have an idea. They know what's in their heart, and they're not even trying to write it. They're saying, how do I manage the writers? See, one of the things that my brother, Kwame Brown, always says is that you define the conversation. The conversation does not define you. So as the CEO of your business, I just want you to be empowered. I want you to be knowledgeable. I want you and your team to adopt the mindset that the one skill that will create the greatest breakthrough in my business is copywriting. Once I get that, then I can put together a client-winning sales funnel. Because without a client first, winning, that means we both win, sales funnel, it is impossible for me to really make the money that I want to make and have the impact I want to make online. Look, I just want to share that with you. I'm super pumped. Go ahead, look below the video, follow the instructions, www.thecopywritingmasterclass.com, thecopywritingmasterclass.com. It's going down. I'll see you there. I can't wait. This is your moment. Today is your January 1st. You will be stronger. You will be better. You'll be briefer. Your team will go after bigger clients. You'll serve more people. You'll have more meaning. You'll make more money. You'll have more impact. You'll have more income. And you will make $1 and a difference at the same time. Someone holler at your boy. With that being said, by the way, my name is Shay Brown, the founder of CEO Desk, the #1 resource hub with tools, training, and talent for every entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. Remember, time is so long. Life is so short. Live in the moment and make it count. God bless, peace, and I wish every single one of you success. I'll see you on the other side.